Hi guys, we are back for Wednesday. This is Wednesday, April 29th lesson. And we're going to have another day of review, okay? And this will be your last video for the week because tomorrow on Thursday, you get to just do some reading and some writing on your own, okay? So today, first thing we're going to review is the ending ED, okay? So here's a little poster I made you to refer to if you need to. All right. So we know, we've all learned this, so we know that ED makes 3 sounds, okay? It looks like it would say ed because ed, right? But it never ever says ed. It says id, like ID, id. It says d, and it says t, okay? So those are the 3 sounds that ED makes, all right? So it says id, like ID right here, whenever the base word ends in a D or a T, okay? So here's an example, the word land. Land ends in a D, all right? If you are making it past tense and you're adding an ED to it, it's now land id, okay? It ends in a D and it says id, so land id, landed, all right? Next example is melt, melt, ends in a T, okay, just like it says here. So if you add the ed to the end, it's melted, melted. It's not melted. We don't say melted. We say melted, okay? So that's when ed says id. Ed also says duh, and that is whenever you still spell it ed, but it just says duh when you read it, okay? So whenever the base word ends in a voiced consonant, so your voice box right here on your neck, okay? So your first example is spell, all right? So I want you to say the word spell. You can pause me and do it with me if you want. Spell. The ending sound is ul. So I want you to put your fingers on your voice box and say ul, ul. You can feel it in your voice box. You can feel the ul. It's a voiced consonant. Ul. So if it ends in a voiced consonant like spell, it's going to say duh. All right, so you add ed to spell and it's spelled. It's not spelled, it's spelled, okay? Next one is buzz. Buzz ends in z. All right, so put your fingers on your voice box and say z, buzz. So since it's a voiced consonant, z is at the end of the word, the base word, you know the ed at the end is going to say duh, all right? So when you add ed, it's just buzzed. It's not buzzed, just buzzed, okay? And the last sound that ed makes is t, all right? So whenever the base word ends in an unvoiced consonant, the ed says t, okay? So first example, you still put your fingers on your voice box, okay? First example is rush. Rush ends in the sound sh, okay? So you say shh on your voice box and you cannot feel it. Unvoiced shh. Now do ul, ul. See the difference? You can feel ul, but you can't feel shh. All right, so since it's unvoiced, when you add ed, it just makes the t. All right, so rushed, rushed. And then we have wink. Wink ends in k, k, unvoiced. Can't feel it. Okay, so when you add ed, it just says t. All right, so those are the 3 examples of the sounds that ed makes. Okay, and there's a couple examples for each one. Then we're going to quickly review G and C, okay? So when we learn the sounds for G and C, we learn G and K, okay? That's a hard G and a hard C, G and K, the first sounds that we learn for those letters, okay? But we know that G and C also make soft sounds, so you got to remember the saying. When G and C are followed by E, I, or Y, they're soft as pie, okay? So E, I, or Y, they're soft as pie, okay? So I put some examples up here. So that means when they're soft, the G is it's not gonna say G, because that's a hard G. The G is gonna say J. The C is not gonna say K, because it's a hard C. The C is gonna say S, like an S, okay? So J like a J and S like an S. All right, those are soft, the soft sounds for the G and the C. Okay, so examples of soft G's and C's. I see my C here at the beginning, Okay, you're probably all thinking k, but it's followed by an E. Okay, so it's gonna say like an S, and that word is scent. Okay, it's a soft C. Next one, we have a C here again, followed by an E, just like here. So we know it's going to say S. Now it's a magic E, so I know my I is going to say its name, right? So price. Okay. Then we have C followed by E again, magic E. Okay, so even though it's a magic E, it still makes that C soft. All right, so face. Okay, so those are all soft C examples. Then we have soft G. So since my G is followed by an E, we have gem, soft G. I just realized I did all the soft sounds followed by E. So here's an example of a soft G followed by a Y. Okay, because E, I, or Y. All right, so it's followed by Y, so now it's gonna be soft. Gym, like gym class. Okay. Then we have a magic E here, but the G is followed by it, so we know it's gonna be soft. Rage, not rag, rage. All right, so if you look at this word right here is rag, short A, hard G, rag. That magic E not only makes the A say its name, it also makes the G soft. Okay, so now it's rage. Then we have a bossy R here. Okay, so it's a bossy R. The E is following the G, so we know it's going to be soft. So germ. Okay, then we have some quick non-examples. This word is cat. We all know it. Okay, the C says k because it's followed by an A, and A is not one of the sounds that makes it soft. All right, then we have game, hard G. We have bossy R here, right? Even though it's a bossy R syllable type, it still matters what follows the C. So it's still hard Z. Art, cart, on, and ought. Okay, so only soft and it's followed by E, I, or Y. All right, so I'm going to show you two quick examples of decoding words. Okay, and your assignment today is going to be to decode some words on your own. Okay, so you'll have a worksheet and you're going to read some words and then you're going to decode some words. All right, so when you're reading, be thinking about the ED sounds and be thinking about hard and soft G's and C's. Okay, so the first example I'm going to give you really big word. Okay, it's actually a 3-syllable word, even though I told you we're not getting that till next week, but you'll see why we're going to do it today. Okay, so I can quickly look at that word and notice that I have ed ending at the end. Okay, so just by looking at it and noticing that, I'm going to circle that, because one of the strategies that we use when we read words we don't know is we cover endings. Okay, so I'm paying attention to my ending, I'm circling it. Now I'm just going through the decoding process. Okay, so find your first two vowels, underline them, mark them with a V, draw your bridge, look up, label anything in between. So I have two N's, so consonant, okay? That looks like syllable type number 1. Go back to that first video, or in your Schoology course, I have a syllable types poster that you can look at, or syllable pattern poster, okay? So since it's pattern 1, V, C, C, V, I know I divide it right between my consonants, okay? First syllable, my O is closed in by an M, so I know it's a closed syllable. So I know it's going to say ah, okay? Second one, I'm paying attention to my vowel. It's closed in by the NT, another closed syllable. Okay, so I know it's going to say eh. Now I'm not even paying attention to the ED yet, okay? But I can read this word now. Comment, okay? Now, comment ends in a T, okay? So I know when it ends in a T that the ED at the end is gonna say id, okay? So commented, you just read that word, commented. Even though it's a really big word, you can use your strategies to do it, okay? One more quick example. Not as long, some of you might be able to look at that word and read it, Okay, but if not, you should be able to look at it. Notice it has an ending at the end, an ed ending. So circle it, cover it, whatever you need to do. Okay, now if you cover it, you only have one other vowel, so you don't even need to go through the decoding process for this one. Okay, just cover your ending, read it, buzz, buzz. Now, z, z, it's a voiced sound, so we know it's going to end in d. Okay, so buzzed, buzzed. So if you only have one short or one vowel before, even if it's a vowel team, before your ending, you don't even need to go through the decoding process because you can just segment it and blend it. All right, so we have commented at the top and buzzed. And then you guys are going to read the words on the worksheet, and then you're going to show your work and decode the other two words. Okay, and then tomorrow you'll have some work to do on your own. There's no video. You'll just be practicing what we did yesterday and today. All right, good luck. And I can't wait to see your work.